Hello friends, myself Envi Lahamge, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, MVP Samaj, Nasik.
In the last lecture about what is a talk, which are the different key elements of talk, and which are the different automata theories and such a different things. In this lecture, we have to see what is a language. In the last lecture, we had seen that we are for developing or designing any language, we have to deal with different symbol, alphabet, and string. So, by studying these key material or key factors of this talk or TCS, next step is that we are designing language. Using this string, we are going to design our language. So, in this, we will start with designing one problem. That is, we have to develop a language over the alphabets 0, 1 such that in this all strings having to satisfy one condition, that is each string has to be started with only 0 and has to be ended with 1, then develop such a language. So here is one example I had given. We have to deal with this alphabets, that is the combination of 0, 1, means we have to develop this language over the alphabets 0 and 1, and in the next line I had given that L is the language for that specific problem, and how I have created these terms. Now we will see. Our condition is that we have to develop a string such that it is only start with 0, end with 1. Okay. Now we will make combinations of these with different mechanisms. Means you have to compulsorily place 0 and 1 with start and end. Then you have different choice to insert different combinations of 0 and 1 by your own. Means you can put 0, 1, 1, 0, or 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, or 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, or 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. There is no any limitation while designing the string. Means you can design many length string using the combination of that specific things. So these separate terms, means this first term, second term, third term, and fourth term, when we collect them under one set, then they are known as language. Means we will put this below things in upper portion, that is okay. Then okay, and complete the set. So this whole mechanism is known as a language. We are calling them as a language. In the next part, we have to see two different another mechanisms of talk, that is the theory of compression or TCS. When we had asked about find the clean closure of the alphabet or find the positive closure of the alphabet, then we are simply dealing with these two mechanisms. Like for clean closure we are using star, and for positive closure we are using plus sign. When we have asked in the exam that find the clean closure of a set, then you have to use like this, and when you have asked about positive closure, then you have to deal like this. Then if what is the clean closure? we will understand its detailed background. It is nothing but the possible combinations of variables or alphabets given in that set. Means like 0 or 1, we are making combinations of these, but with some necessary condition that, and it is a compulsory condition for designing any clean closure of a alphabet. We are starting it with epsilon, and while designing positive closure, we are excluding the epsilon symbol. So these are the some key concepts behind the clean closure, positive closure. In this lecture, we will revise our whole last terms which we had learned earlier. We had started with talk, that is the theory of computation. It is nothing but the mathematical problem solved by using computer terms, or it is a designing of difficult problem using the computer science terms. Then we had seen the theory of language. It is nothing but simple regular languages, context-free languages, and lots of things comes under these. Then we had seen different key elements that are symbols, alphabets. Then, which is the term comes next, that is a string. And on all these means by taking reference of these, we have to develop one language. Means language is nothing but the combination of string. String is nothing but the combination of alphabets, and alphabets are nothing but combinations of the symbols. Okay. Then we had seen that the two different terms, that is a clean closure and positive closure. What is a clean closure? In the developing any language, we have to start compulsory with 0, and in developing the positive closure, we have to start with excluding epsilon, which we have included in the clean closure. Means clean and positive are the opposite in nature of both. So these all terms are collectively comes under the TCS, and with completing these things, here we are completing our first chapter, that is the preliminary concepts of TCS. In the next lecture, we will start with different automata theory concepts in detail.